The following program is being brought to you by Winchester Productions on Spreaker.com.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, this is the Ninja Troll radio show.
And it is Friday night, somewhere around 8 o'clock, and this is another stirring rendition of the Ninja Troll Digicast, heard right here on Spreaker.com. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Looking to my right, I see the one who has not talked to me for a week now.
I have so been talking to you.
She has not talked to me. Don't listen to her. Pay no attention to the woman behind the curtain because you know what? She's a hoghead lie. She ain't talked to me.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm not behind a curtain.
She's got you there.
And also joining us is the old pen snatcher, Timmy D.
Okay, I need to take this time. I have an admission.
What?
I'm guilty. I did it.
You took my pen.
I'm the one who let the dogs out.
Woof, woof, woof.
And you realize Chuck was all excited. He was like, really?
He thought I was going to admit stealing his pen.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. You darn right I did.
Nope, I didn't do it.
Anyone out there in Columbia, South Carolina, if you have seen a Bane pen, it is mine. Send it to me via ninjatroll.com.
How are they going to
I
email
was
a
going to
pen?
say, are they going to email it to you and then materialize it here?
They're going to hold it hostage. They're going to take pictures of it. You want to see your pen back? Drop $200. Bridge, blink your lights twice.
And crisp $1 bills.
That's right.
And
No
before,
cops.
before we go any further, Miss Laura,
What?
you know what? You got mad at me over the Pittsburgh game, and I'm going to let that cat out of the bag right
Yes,
now.
I
Why?
did.
Well, you were wrong. You were wrong in getting mad at me. You know why?
You're the flipping curse, and you wouldn't take the name off of him. I said flipping.
Really?
And we lost two of our best players in the first quarter of the game. Why? Because Chuck was rooting for them.
Okay, before you go any further with that, let me play from last week's show, and I'll show you why I've got beef with you.
Chuck went with the Titans. Laura went with the Steelers. I went with the Titans because, again, they're giants. They'll just step on people.
Under duress, Chuck went with them. Because remember, I couldn't pick. No, don't pick Pittsburgh. That's quote unquote exactly the way that it was last week. So, what are you mad about?
Because you sat in there and said, "Go Steelers."
But that wasn't the official.
It doesn't matter if it's the official or not. If
See.
you're sitting there and you're saying, "Go blah blah blah," then blah 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 is going to lose.
Wow,
Notice that blah 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 is to
that's
fill in the
good
blank.
stuff.
That's funny. That's enough to make me LOL out loud.
Okay.
So there it is. That's my beef with you. So ha.
Well, your beef is unfounded, so
Yeah.
neener boo boo.
All right, Tim.
That's mature.
I know, right? He needs to grow up.
First off, we did the meeting. We did the meeting last night, and it just occurred to me. Do you know what we didn't talk about?
What did we not talk about?
The quote of the week.
That is true. We didn't.
We did not.
Chuck, I thought you said you had a quote of the week.
I've got the quote of the week.
Yes.
Well, when we get to that section, we'll hear it.
Okay.
Don't go flipping things around.
He's
Just
trying to
because
jump
you
ahead
decide
and-
you got something for the quote of the day doesn't mean it just goes all willy-nilly.
By the way, Matthew Ponder says you're in the doghouse for at least a week.
Well, then Tim can let me out. With that being said, it's time. What have we got coming up, Tim?
Coming up tonight, speaking of those NFL picks, we're going to take a look at how we did last week, plus our picks for next week. We're also going to tell you about some weird new cosmetic surgeries.
Crazy cosmetic surgeries.
Crazy cosmetic surgeries. We're also going to play Take It or Leave It.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll show you some crazy cinematic conspiracy theories. And, of course, we'll have the craziness of the celebrity circus.
All right, all that's coming your way. So, with that being said, it's time to move on. Gabba Gabba, lead us in, son.
Hi, Ninja Trolls. This is Gavin Ray. It's time now for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Spanning the World Wide Web, it's time for the Ninja Troll Radio Show News with the lovely Laura, a.k.a. Dragon Mama.
So this week, I went a little bit different with the news. Normally I have uber wacky stuff.
Yes.
This isn't as wacky. It's more... Well, okay, I have at least one space story.
Okay.
One tech story.
Yes.
And then one animal story.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the tech story to make Tim happy.
Yay.
So... The tech story that I have for this week is transparent gel speakers usher in a future of soft machines. So the speaker system that they have created is completely transparent. It is a gel that is sitting on top of a plastic sheet. And when you pump the...
Hey now.
Really?
Yep.
When you pump the ions into it, that's what's actually transmitting the sound waves to be emitted from the speaker.
So the gel is actually emitting the sound.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Now, not only are these
Sounds
being
like
able...
you're underwater.
Now, not only can you use these as speakers, but if you use them for your windows, they become noise canceling. So you can literally soundproof your house.
This is really cool.
I know, right? So if you live like right next to a railroad track or near an airport or anything else like that, no. All you have to do is use this for your windows. Also use it in the middle of your insulation. House is completely soundproof. You'll never know it. It'd be a lot easier to sell.
So, in other words, what you're saying is you use the ooze from the windows to the walls.
Yep. It's just like Ghostbusters
Skeet,
2.
skeet, skeet.
It's not ooze, it's gel.
Okay. Well,
Anyways,
okay.
It was created...
It's got to be jelly because jam don't shake like that.
Exactly. So, this was actually created at Harvard by some material scientist students.
That were bored.
No, this
Probably.
is what they do. Anyways, so they've created a few prototypes.
We're going to go in there and throw it up against the wall and let it do what it do.
Okay, it's not sticky. Not
You
all
don't-
gel is sticky.
But that would be cool, though.
See, this is why there's very little talking from me during my news stories. Charles
I'd like
and
to
Timothy.
state for the record, I haven't done anything.
Really? Do we need the playback?
Well, we'd have to
Didn't
wait
think
till
so.
after the show to get
So, my animal story, I'm saving the space story. My animal story, when I read the title of this one, it just reminded me of Chuck's favorite YouTube video.
Which one?
The tattoo lady?
No. Snoozing sloths
Oh,
I
Snoozing
believe I
sloth,
can fly.
hush, lands in speedboat.
Go ahead, and I can give you that whole scenario here in just a second.
Okay, so we all know that sloths are known for being very slow and very lazy.
and very stupid.
Yeah, that too. So this particular sloth decided he wanted a change of pace. He fell from a tree in the Amazon and landed in a speedboat. Instead of being shocked and stunned, he sat back and enjoyed the ride.
course.
According to the YouTube user Patrick Vereth, who couldn't actually work out if this was an animal or an alien at first, the sloth spent several minutes looking disoriented when he landed in the boat, before stretching out his arms, throwing back his head, and enjoying the breeze. Now, he used his feet to hold on to the boat and put his arms out to the sides and leaned back. Like, ah.
That is awesome.
So basically what you're saying is the sloth was doing his imitation of Kate Winslet in Titanic.
Kind of, except he was on the side of the boat instead of the front of the boat.
Draw me pretty, Jack.
Never let go.
That's probably what he was thinking, because he probably thought he was moving at the speed of light.
Actually, he said to himself, this is not right, and by the time he got the sentence completed, the boat ride was over.
It's entirely possible.
Because you know they're slow.
I actually saw something online this week that said, if you ever think that you're really dumb, just remember.
Listen to the Ninja Troll.
No, then you know you're really dumb. Just remember that often sloths will mistake their own arms for tree branches and fall to their death.
Really?
Wow.
So that will make, I don't know if that's true, but it was really funny. So, and quite apropos of this story.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe that's what he thought, that his own arm was the tree branch.
It's entirely
And he
possible.
just fell.
Actually, I know what that poor thing was thinking the whole time he was on that boat ride.
Sloths are naturally like that. They don't need the herb.
Yes.
What was the name of that one kids' TV show?
Big Big World.
Yes.
Oh, golly, that's great.
The bear on Big Big World.
No, it was a sloth.
I thought it was a bear.
No, it was a sloth.
Was it a sloth?
Yes, and he talked like he'd been...
That is true.
Yeah, Chuck couldn't understand why I wouldn't let the kids watch it. Gee, I wonder why. So, my space story,
Yes.
I think you both will find quite intriguing.
Yes.
Willing to leave behind husbands, friends, and even their children, meet a few of the 200,000 hopefuls who have put themselves up for a one-way trip to Mars.
One way?
One way.
Because they're dead by the time they get there.
No. They include a Swedish prison guard and a stand-up comedian. Hopefuls say they will pack items such as a ukulele and a fluffy mongoose.
I just flew in from Earth and I'm out of breath and my arms are tired. Ba-doom-doom.
Really.
Yes.
It'd be the first murder on Mars.
And they will be choosing between 24 and 40 candidates to go to the Mars One program. So, the hopefuls, who will be shortlisted into a group of 40, and before their training starts, said why they would leave behind their loved ones and revealed what they would take in their suitcases if they were chosen. One applicant from Australia said he would take his ukulele, which he has named Amanda, while another from the United States said she would pack her fluffy mongoose toy. So, by 2015...
And there it is.
Yes. So by 2015, the selected candidates will start an 8-year training regime where they will learn to deal with long periods of isolation. The majority of applicants for the one-way trip to Mars came from the United States, with India and China coming in second and third place. 22-year-old hopeful Thomas Eccles told The Guardian, "Can you imagine how deranged and unstable I would eventually become? That would make for some impressive TV gold."
So who is going to send them to Mars?
The Mars One
Jackie
program?
Gleason to the moon, Alice.
It's actually a combined effort to see if Mars can be colonized. Now, over a 10-year period... Really, Charles?
I got so excited there.
Fell down.
I know, right?
Over a 10-year period, every 3 months, 2 more people would be sent to Mars.
Really?
So every 2 months, they would be taking off to go to
Are
Mars.
they going to pay people?
It doesn't mention pay.
I need a
Free
job.
room and board on Mars.
I need a job.
I would be concerned. I mean, you obviously know I have no problem. I would have no problem going into space. Mm-hmm. I would be concerned about who is doing this and whether they know what a safety regimen is.
Well, one would think if they're sending multiple people into Mars or onto Mars that it would be.
Well, they're planning to.
Well, yes.
I mean, I could make a website that go, oh yeah, I'm going to send people to Mars. That don't mean I know what I'm doing or have any chance of actually doing it.
Well, the Mars rover is going to be scouring the planet from now until 2018 to find a proper landing site for the humans, and then they'll start to drop off the pieces to build the little colony.
Yeah.
So we know that at the very least the United States government will be involved.
Is involved some way. Okay.
Right. So it's not just some, let's fly
jackass
into space and make lots of money off these people. They don't have to pay anything to be a part of the program. But, as they said, it is a one-way trip. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you can come home.
Yeah, because there's no way. I mean, it would be almost impossible for them to figure out what kind of lift they would need to get something back off of the planet's surface.
Exactly.
And back over.
Right. So the first pods that they will be sending to Mars and setting up are going to be agricultural pods.
Mm-hmm. And see what will grow.
Right. Well, start to grow plants inside the containment.
If they can.
Right. Yeah, but it'll be inside the containment so that it will start to produce oxygen inside the containment so that it can hopefully be self-sustaining.
Yeah.
But it'll be solar powered. And from the computerized models that they've shown, it looks like, they'll have larger rovers there to help construct and things of that sort. So it looks like it'll be actually pretty cool.
Would they be red?
No, they are silver-ish.
No red rover?
No red rover.
Damn.
We're not going to send Timmy right over.
I could do that.
I think they need to send Tim up with like a buttload of crickets.
To Uranus?
Wow.
Had to get that one in there before y'all.
That's where they belong.
Aha.
Hey, got a request going out to Chris Davis.
They belong in Uranus?
Not mine.
And Chuck just caught up.
Oh, that's
Welcome
good
to the conversation, darling.
Yes. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm multitasking here.
Which means you're screwing up multiple things at one time.
Yeah, this is where it goes into just being chucked up.
I've been in this business a long time. I am a hard-nosed journalist. You give me a story, and I can chuck it up right. This is the Chucked Up News Story of the Week, right here on the Ninja Troll Digicast.
All right. Mark Cruz, convicted felon barred from owning gun, accidentally shoots himself in Florida. I saw the story, and I said, man, you can't go wrong here. So here we go, folks. Does the stand your ground law apply to shooting yourself?
It should.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, stop. There you go. Now let's get on to the news. If so, it might help Florida convict Mark Cruz, who accidentally shot himself this week despite being barred from owning a firearm. The 28-year-old man, not going to say where he's from. Why? Because I can't pronounce it.
You're finally learning to just give up.
To move along, sir. He was injured when his .22 caliber pistol fell out of his pocket and discharged, sending a round into his leg, said the Sun-Sentinel. Cruz was banned from owning a gun after a 2012 conviction on cocaine trafficking charges. That could be why he threw the gun in a lake after he shot himself, NBC Miami reports. He reportedly wouldn't tell deputies where he obtained the weapon, and he was admitted into South Bay Hospital for treatment, but he was uncooperative with deputies there, Bay 9 News reports. He was arrested and charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm, carrying a concealed firearm, and tampering with evidence. He was released Tuesday on $11 $8,500 bail bond.
So maybe I missed it. Where did he shoot himself?
In the leg.
Was it the back of his leg?
Like
in his ass?
No, actually, it was more back and to the left.
JFK.
See what I did there?
There was a second shooter. He was on the grassy knoll.
Yes. Yes. And that is the chucked up news for this week. All right.
My news is better.
I like mine.
Mine's better.
So there. Anyway, we're not going to do this bickering thing.
That'll be a first.
You're going to have to remind me, what is the quote of the week?
Wait a minute.
I mean,
you
I've got one ready.
And moaned.
I got one ready.
Oh, I've got the quote of the week. I've got it right here. You wanted to do it then, and you don't know it?
Well, I'm gonna give the one that I know is in my head, and that is this. And this goes to both y'all. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Thank you, Ric Flair.
What is that thing?
Well, I don't know, but it sounded good.
No, it didn't.
I like turtles.
That's the only thing going through your head.
I don't remember what it was, Chuck. I just remember you saying, I've got it. I've got the quote of the week.
I don't know.
And you said it was from somebody. I don't remember who.
Damn it.
Okay.
Exactly.
You let all this up. You've built this up into this thing. You better come up with something right now.
Well,
say something.
Something. There it is. Quote of the week.
Quote of the week. Never trust Chuck with anything.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. That's a very good one.
My life by.
Yes, that is definitely it. All right, so what have we got coming up, Tim?
Coming up a little later, we're going to talk about some of the weirdest types of new cosmetic surgeries. But coming up right after this, we're going to take a look at the seamy underbelly of the lovely Laura's music collection when we play iTunes Roulette.
All right, that's coming your way, and a whole lot more. You want to keep it around here on the Defenders of all things pop culture. We are the Ninja Troll Digicast. Don't go anywhere.
She looked like trouble when she came in my office. She was a tall, good-looking dame, but she had a problem. Someone had done her wrong.
Please, you must help me. I don't know where else to turn.
Turns out that hummingbird tattoo she had gone in to get ended up more like a buzzard. Now she didn't know what to do. It was no surprise to me. It's something I see all the time in my line of work. The name's Marks. Shaky Marks, tattoo detective. Good thing this was an easy case to solve. I told her the only way to be happy was to go to Eternal Arts Tattoos at 1851 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. They can fix that hummingbird right up and handle any other body modification needs you have.
Thank you, detective. I don't know how I'll ever repay you.
A gift card to Eternal Arts Tattoos would be a great way to start, sweetheart. They have gift cards for both tattoos and dermals. Give them a call at 704-476-0093 and make an appointment. Remember, sweetheart, it's Eternal Arts Tattoos. Don't let bad ink happen to good people.
Welcome back to the Ninja Troll Digicast.
Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yes. Gotta love it. Gotta love the Ren and Stimpy. Welcome back to the Ninja Troll Digicast. We are the only podcast with a kick. There, I said it. I said it, and I meant it. And
all right, then.
Listen, I just have to share this with anybody. This pretty well sums up my state of mind today.
How do you keep your mouth shut? I'm not taking off my clothes today. I'm styling and profiling.
That's right.
Wouldn't it be nice to live in Chuck's delusional world?
I've always wondered what the color of the sky was.
Purple.
You just be glad I'm here looking the way I look.
All right, Laura. So it is time for Ipod Roulette.
Okay.
Yes, this is a segment where we force a member of the Ninja Troll to put their iTunes on shuffle. Whatever comes up. You have to explain and or defend whatever track comes up. Mm-hmm. So it's never a problem for me when I have to do it because my music collection is nothing but concentrated awesomeness.
Constipated awesomeness, you mean?
That maybe too.
Yes, well, personally, I, of course, love my music, so.
It is what it is.
Precisely.
I'm just saying.
I don't believe you.
Any more cliches you want to throw out there?
Nope. That's
Your
it.
mama.
Hey. Not cool.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes,
Sure.
indeed.
Numero. Okay, so I have to play 10, right?
Yes.
Yes, Tim.
All right. Numero uno.
Okay.
Oh, this one's really quiet.
Lost in the darkness. In the darkness, I am lost.
I wish you were.
That's exactly
Shut
what
up,
song
it
it is. So that is actually the confrontation from Jekyll and Hyde.
That is the most boring confrontation that I've ever heard in my life.
Well, if you get to about...
Yeah.
If you do, I'm sad to say, it simply isn't so.
And she's mouthing the words, Tim. You should see this. Dang it, I wish we had a camera.
Well, see, the really cool thing about this song, that's the same guy.
That is the really cool thing about this song.
No, the cool thing is the two people that are...
That's the coolest
arguing,
part of the song when it stops.
No. Where they're arguing is actually one singer. And if you ever are able to watch the play, the musical, actually on stage, or at least the one that I watched, the actor is half dressed as Jekyll, half dressed as Hyde, and he's literally jumping back and forth, so you're only seeing one side of him as he's singing the song and staying perfect on pitch.
And by the time the song is over, he is blowed up.
Well, he does die shortly afterwards. The character,
He's
that is.
lost in the darkness.
Yes.
Lost in the darkness.
So there's number one.
Yes. Number two.
Yes. Please let it be like that. It would be appropriate. Number two, that is.
It'll play.
See what I did there?
Pink.
Which song is this? I don't know this.
Gone to California from Misunderstood.
Do that little move you was doing there. Yes. That's hot. Now, will you twerk for me? Will you twerk for me?
Hell no.
Let me get my foam finger.
So yes, that is Pink.
Yes.
That's not bad.
Let's see, number three.
She's really good. There's a lot of people out there that don't like her, and as I've gotten older, and pop music has come back into my life, because when I was younger, pop music was a pretty good bit of it, but it was all about the hair bands for me. But as I get older, I'm finding out that like her and Adele, and just things you listen to on Top 40 is good stuff.
Well, and
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
One of the things that I like about Pink is her very first CD that she put out, I think they basically considered it a hip-hop CD, but she only put it out because the record company forced her to put out that style of music.
Mm-hmm.
But they told her after her first CD, she could do whatever she wanted. But the first CD was music they picked.
So the second album, was that the album that had the pill on it? It's just like a pill?
Yes.
Da-na-na-na.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the same CD.
All right, got you.
Mm-hmm. So that was...
she was more of like a punk rocker, actually.
Yeah.
Pump rocker.
Not pump, punk.
Pump it.
Pump
All right.
it up.
So number three. So far I don't have to defend anything. Very good song. I'm going to fast forward it so you can actually hear it.
Is that Evanescence?
If you say it correctly, yes, it is Evanescence.
Maybe.
Not Evanescence. Evanescence.
Effervescent.
It's basically what it sounds like. That is actually the song Tourniquet.
Eminem.
I could go for some M&Ms.
I actually had a bag of M&Ms today. So. Okay.
Yeah, I've always loved her voice.
It's very unique. And when, of course, she is no longer, Amy, really? Okay, try that sentence again. Amy Lee is no longer with Evanescence.
Karma right there. Because you were messing with me.
So, the weird thing is Amy Lee went off to do her own thing. But Evanescence got a new singer who looks and sounds a lot like Amy Lee.
Yeah, they do that a lot. Like Journey.
Yeah, exactly.
She was one of the people on American Idol.
She was, but she's not a dead ringer for the sound of Amy Lee. Her voice isn't as haunting as Amy Lee's was. But they're still putting out the same sound. Evanescence hasn't grown at all. And now you hear pretty much nothing about them unless they are on some tour that comes through your town, basically.
Yeah.
They're not putting out anything new anymore.
Awesome.
All because Amy Lee left.
So,
actually, they kicked her out.
Stupid.
What else do you have?
Let's see, that was what, number 4?
Yeah, that was 4, yeah.
Okay, so this is number 5.
Cool. Sheryl Crow. I swear, I thought I heard Soak Up the Sun.
No.
This is not Sheryl Crow.
No, I have no Sheryl Crow
It
on
should
my
be.
list.
What is this?
This is actually The Meaning of Life by Disturbed.
Cool.
So, I have quite a bit of Disturbed, actually, in my playlist.
For the record, Lost in the Darkness sucks.
Only because it's duct taped you now.
No.
Yep.
No.
That and it made you lose.
I'm still
That's
going through
what it is.
this week's duct tape in my head, so.
Uh-huh. Alright, so this is number 6?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm knocking it out of the park even more than Timmy did.
Angry German operatic rock.
Yes.
Sneezenfeld.
Actually, this one's Du Hast.
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich.
See, a lot of this is the music that I listen to after work when I'm really, really angry.
Wait a minute. Don't stop.
I'm sorry. Goodness.
Killed it.
I just got to get to the point. Turn it up.
You want me to turn it up?
Yeah.
Of course.
Du hast. Du hast mich.
Mosh pit.
Mosh pit.
Du hast mich.
Du hast pit. Do mosh pit.
Du hast mich. Du hast.
I love this song.
This is good stuff. Okay, we got to move along. I could listen to the song all night, but
And see, he tries to make it out like all my music's bad. Go figure.
Not all of it.
just wait.
All right.
Just wait.
Wait for it.
If I can get to skip ahead here.
Okay, that's number 6, so this is 7.
Okay, number 7.
And there we go.
Now this is Volbeat.
It's just a big old
Sit up your running. So this is Volbeat. The name of the song is We.
And you can thank me for this song.
Yes. So,
For the record, they are saying that is the new rockabilly.
yes. And I quite like it.
I do too. I
As a
can,
matter of
I
fact,
can
I've
see
got
where
about
they
5
say
or
that.
6. Oh, I've got about 5 or 6 of their songs. Unfortunately, I don't know pretty much any of the CDs that these came from because all mine are downloaded.
Ah.
So, I got nothing. All right. Number 8. Good song.
Ah, yeah.
See, now Tim wants a copy of my collection.
I've got that one, so.
Actually, why is it looping?
That's all you need.
I don't know what happened with this download. It's like that even on the CD that I have. But I actually have this CD. It also has...
That's a good CD.
Yeah, it also has Firestarter on it.
Yep.
Very good CD.
Serial Killer. That's a good track, too. And their other album, Fat of the Land, was had Voodoo People on it. It was really good.
See, I don't have that one. I've never listened to that whole CD.
Ah, it's good stuff.
Oh.
Not Voodoo Child.
Oh, my bad.
believe it's Charles.
That sounds like a sitcom.
That's Mr. Charles if you're nasty.
Luckily for you, I'm not. So, number
Luckily.
9.
Excuse me, is that your...
Is this number 10?
9.
9, okay.
This is one of my favorite angry songs.
You've rigged it. You have rigged your list. You have rigged your list, is all I'm saying.
Chuck, you can look at it. It is everything. All 157. This is Red to Black by Fort Minor.
Fort Minor.
And it actually comes off of the Rising Tide CD. That CD I do have.
I had a friend named Victor. The two of us used to hang every single day.
Is he going to cuss?
Yes, making me nervous.
I know when his mom and dad broke up, it didn't make sense. But I know that his dad was a drunk and he gambled away the rent.
Okay.
And then he said, suck my beep.
No.
Not cool.
He doesn't. I don't think he actually cusses
That's
at all
no
in
cool.
that song.
That's no cool.
Although the rapper in the middle might. Because there's some rapping in the middle. Okay. Number 10. Okay, so maybe there's one I have to tell. This is Seabag Seymour.
Aye.
It's an Irish Spring commercial.
As clean as
No,
a whistle.
It is 7 Nations from their Rain and Thunder CD. Thank you very much. And for those who don't know, that is actually an Irish bagpipe that they're playing. You can tell because it has the higher pitch. And you know what? Just for Tim laughing,
Somebody kill that cat, please.
Oh, it's being killed.
actually,
It's killing me! It's killing me!
I'm going to start giving you the Gavin face. Look.
Yeah.
Gavin has a face where he curls up one lip,
It's
like
his
bugs
Elvis
out
lip.
his eyes, crinkles up his nose. Yeah. Yes, that particular song is only about 1 minute and 40 seconds long.
So we're going to have to endure 1 minute 40 seconds of that.
Would you like to?
No, but I would like to hear the Irish version of Lost in the Darkness.
Let's see. Do I have
No, please. I was just kidding.
Let's see. This would probably be the closest I could come to it.
And what is sad, folks, is she is looking at me doing her best Billy Idol impersonation.
No, that was my Gavin face impression.
Okay, so maybe it was her impersonation of Gavin doing Elvis. There you go.
Sure.
So yes, those are my 10 songs with a bonus at the end.
Yes, there you go. Good stuff. And that is how we do iPod roulette right here on the Ninja Troll Digicast.
I have a very eclectic range.
Yes. Absolutely.
That is true.
Yes.
I thought mine was eclectic, but
Oh no.
All
I
right.
have mine beat there.
So, what have we got coming up, Tim?
Okay, coming up later, we're going to take a look at Take It or Leave It. And coming up right next, we're going to take a look at our NFL picks from last week, see who did better, and then we're going to make our picks for next week.
All right, so you want to keep it right here on the Ninja Troll Digicast. We are the only podcast with a kick. Hey, you want to go by the ninjatrollshow.com. It's ninjatrollshow.com. Go there and you will see the news stories that we've put up. We put up there, and you also will find just a whole lot of fun. So with that being said, we'll be right back right after this. I am talking to LaVonda Honey about ACE. Tell us what ACE is.
ACE stands for Appetite, Control, and Energy. It gets you up off the couch. There's no shakes. It's all natural. You are more focused. You are full of energy because it's a total just energy all through the day. It works with your metabolism, so you burn fat. You burn it really quickly. You need to get ACE because it works.
Where can people get ACE?
You can contact me, LaVonda Honey, at PeteyandPatty@gmail.com.
That's P as in Paul, ETEYANDPATTY
ATTY@gmail.com.
You want to shed unwanted pounds and you have no energy, get Ace.
For more information, go to sabaforlife.com. That's SABAFORLIFE.
And just remember, get Ace and get up off the couch.
Konnichiwa. Domo arigato. Ninja Troll Radio.
Yes. That is good stuff. Ah, yes. Takes me back to old Half Pint there, running across the prairie, falling down and just sliding down, just getting a mouthful of dirt off that hill. Yes, there we go.
Jackass.
Thank you for joining us here on the Ninja Troll. We are the defenders of all things pop culture.
You know something we haven't talked about yet?
What?
What is today?
Oh, yes. Today is Friday the 13th. That should be like a national holiday. I mean, it's one of those days to where you need to take it off. Tim, cue it up. Go ahead. Ah, yes. So, I think...
If you hear that, you're in trouble.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Today was payday, so I'm good.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
That's
Here
what
comes
all
the guy
your
with
bill
a machete.
collectors are saying, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother story.
They're crop dusting.
All
And
right.
pirates.
So,
and pirates, yes.
Yes.
Forget that.
Or a crop dusting pirate.
Yes.
Gotta love my job.
You
I
are
gotta
a
visit.
smelly pirate hooker.
Exactly.
Yes. All right, Tim. So, moving right along, let's talk a little bit about the NFL picks.
Yes, we did our picks last week. Would anybody be interested in knowing?
Absolutely. I want to know. I want to know my record on who I pulled for and if they lost.
Okay. Well, actually, hang on just a second. I'm counting one. Okay.
Please hold.
Ill prepared.
Probably.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call in broadcasting dead air.
Yep.
So, there you go. What kind of air can't you breathe, Tim?
Dead air.
That's right.
I am
Sounds kinda
totaling
gross.
up.
I thought you already had them totaled.
No, I did not.
Bad Timmy.
Bad, Mr. Dixon.
Okay. Now I have the totals from last week.
Gotcha.
I want to go over how I made my picks last week because I am in a search for the best system to pick winners in the NFL. It's never has worked out for me actually picking who I thought was going to win the football game. So last week I decided to pick who would win in a fight between the mascots. Okay. I actually got 6 right.
Ah.
Laura got 5 right. Chuck got 9.
Really?
Yep. So Chuck pretty much whooped us.
Well, he's got to be good at something.
Okay,
It's true. I've been searching for that for years.
I was busy playing around in the chat room there. Hey, listen, while we're at the point in the show, let me recommend to you, go down and see the cartoon bubble there on the right-hand side, and you will be able to talk to us, and we encourage that. So, with that being said, I am writing down right now, as we speak. Listen
So
to
you're in the lead.
I am in the lead. I am a Ninja Troll.
Yes, you are.
All right, so I have 9.
Yes. Laura had 6. Oh, I'm sorry. I had 6 and Laura had 5.
Okay.
Somebody's got to be on the bottom.
Yes. Hey, we'll talk about that later.
And I think, okay, it didn't quite work out for me last week with using the who would win the mascot fight.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do this week is pick my winners based on the size of the TV market. So whoever has a larger TV market, that's who I'm picking to win.
Now, how exactly are you going to figure that out?
Doom, doom,
It's
doom.
easy. TV markets are listed.
Oh, okay.
There's already been one game this week. It was Patriots, the Patriots versus the Jets.
Oh.
Chuck chose the Patriots. Laura and I chose the Jets, and the Patriots won. So Chuck has one more.
Now, see, listen to me, Tom Brady. You are messing my system up. That is not what this is about, sir. That is not what this is about.
He looks like seriously pissed.
I am.
That's kind of funny.
I am.
Just when you think it out, you have it all figured out.
I pick you because I think you suck and you need to lose. There.
Are you done now?
I am. Well, no. You suck, Tom Brady. Now I'm finished.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that one's already out of the way. Next game, Panthers versus the Bills. Chuck?
I am going to go with, you know what? On this one, I'm going to go AFC because I am an AFC man. I'm going to say the Bills.
Okay. Laura?
Just to be different, I'm going to say Panthers.
Okay. And Charlotte is a larger TV market than Buffalo. So I'm going with the Panthers.
He's going with the Panthers because he's a Panthers fan, y'all.
If it works out to where I can figure out a good system, I don't care.
You just give us the games, Pin Snatcher.
I'm going through and finding the best method of picking winners. Okay, next one, Browns versus the Ravens. Chuck?
I'm going to say the Ravens again.
Okay.
Browns. In honor of Dan.
Yeah.
Honor of who?
Dan. Not Rabid Dan, my stepdad.
Her stepdad, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chuck, you said the Ravens?
Yes.
Laura, the Browns, and Cleveland is the 17th TV market, where Baltimore is in the 20s somewhere. So it is 26, so it will be the Browns for me as well.
Well, speaking for Chris Davis, because nobody can hear him, he's typing it in. He's going back to the Panthers game, and he's saying the Bills are going to do it. So,
okay,
just to let you know, what's out there.
I think you're wrong because Charlotte's a larger TV market. Next game, the Vikings versus the Bears. The Bears.
No, I'm going to say
Vikings.
Vikings, yes.
I said it first.
Okay. So you both say the Vikings. I say the Bears because Chicago is the number 3 TV market.
They're full of hot air.
We'll see next
Windy
week.
City, get it? Windy City.
Okay. I got it. Just wasn't funny. Next game, Cowboys versus the Chiefs.
Dixon. Cowboys versus the Chiefs.
Chiefs. I hate the Cowboys.
Let's go Cowboys. And for those of you who like the Cowboys, be it James Drake, the big JB, or you get my brother, especially for my brother Jeff, I want to let you know that I care, sir, and I think that everything can be summed up when I say go Cowboys.
Okay, so you're going for the Cowboys.
Oh yes, I'm cursing the Cowboys. That's what I'm doing.
Okay,
Cursing
and
the
Laura,
Cowboys.
you said Cowboys or the Chiefs?
Chiefs. I hate the Cowboys.
Okay. Chiefs, and Dallas is a much larger market than Kansas City, so I'll be going with the Cowboys. Okay.
Ain't Dallas where Telemundo comes from?
Telemundo. No, it's from South America.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, next.
Wrong country there, Chuckles.
It's Columbia, South America, not South Carolina. That's a big difference. Next, Redskins versus the Packers.
Packers.
Chuck?
No contest.
I am going to say, in honor of the people that I mentioned on last week's show, Shay McGrady, Doc Anon.
Just pick.
Chris Anon. I am going to say Redskins. Oh.
You realize they don't care about you.
Well, yeah. Doc Anon does. He listens.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Doc. For me, Washington, again, much larger TV market than Green Bay. I don't even think Green Bay's in the top 100 TV markets. So it'll be Redskins for me. Next, Titans versus the Texans.
I'm going to say the Titans.
Okay.
So
Laura?
Titans versus who?
Texans. The Houston Texans.
Come back to me.
Really?
I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm looking for... Okay.
I'm multitasking. Therefore, I have to give
it will be the... That's not me. That's there. There we go. For me, it'll be the Titans because Houston's a much larger market than Nashville. So now it's back to you, Laura.
I'm going to go with the Texans.
Okay. Just to be different.
Yep.
Okay. Next, the Dolphins versus the Colts.
Colts.
Okay, I need to ask you a question right here, right now. I need to know, how did the Dolphins do last week?
The Dolphins won.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins again. As long as they're winning, I will keep picking the Dolphins.
Okay.
So you can put me down for that. Until they meet the Raiders, and then, of course, I'm going to have to go with the Raiders. Anyway,
I don't know how that will go.
Shut up.
And Miami is a very large TV market, much larger than Indianapolis, so it'll be the Dolphins for me. Now, Chargers versus the Eagles.
Chargers.
I'm going to say the Chargers. I'm going to stick with the AFC.
Okay. You're both going with Chargers?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it'll be the Eagles for me, because Philadelphia, much larger TV market.
Tim's rolling with a Philly.
I'm telling you. Okay. I'm feeling good about this week. I think this is going to be good. Rams versus the Falcons.
Rams.
Falcons. Oh,
Okay, that's going to Falcons.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to just give some highlights here coming in from the chat room there. And thank you for playing along there, Chris Davis. Chris Davis is saying the Ravens, the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Packers, the Texans, and the Colts.
Go Packers.
Hey, if I could just throw them out there willy-nilly without even thinking about it, yeah, maybe. I got to have a system here.
Your
right?
system sucks.
We don't know that yet. Still
System of a
to
down.
be seen.
I still think you should go by cheerleaders.
I will. That's going to I'm going to try a different tactic each week, but that is one that's going to take a lot of research. Research that I'm willing to put the time in.
Somebody should warn Becky. He's not going to bed for the next week.
Okay, next.
Enjoy the free space in the bed, Becky.
Lions versus the Cardinals.
Lions.
I'll say the Lions, too.
Okay. Let me get that. Lions. And Detroit, even though it's bankrupt, pretty sure it's larger market in Phoenix. Oh, Detroit is number 11. Phoenix is number 12. We may have a chance for an upset here. Okay, so it's the Lions for me too. Okay, next one. Saints versus the Buccaneers. And where are my Buccaneers?
On your bucking head.
No, they're under my bucking hat. Come on.
All
right, Laura, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to the teams.
Damn it.
Sorry.
It's the Buccaneers and...
Buccaneers and the Saints.
Buccaneers or Saints? What do you think, Chris Davis? Buccaneers or Saints?
I am going to pick the Buccaneers.
I'm going to pick whatever Chris puts. Hopefully he's typing.
I can't look right now at the room.
Okay, he's a little bit behind. He said Lions.
Damn it, Chris, keep up.
What are you saying, Tim?
I am saying the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a larger TV market.
What is their market?
Tampa Bay is 13.
Chris Davis says Saints.
Okay.
I'm going with the Saints.
The Aints.
Saints.
Okay.
I think that ought to be your gimmick there, Laura. Just let Chris Davis pick your teams.
Okay.
Hey.
Unless it's the Steelers or the Packers, then I have to go with one of those.
Well, listen to me. I think that I'm going to get people.
She reserves the right to
Trump him, yes.
Yeah, to veto any of his selections.
I am going to put a petition up all around the town here, and
all around the town,
and I'm going to put up a piece of paper that is a petition that allows me, if we can get 2,500 people to sign it, that will allow me to say freely, Packers or the Steelers.
Okay, you know what? You can say them, but you can't cheer for them when they're actually on television.
Hear ye, hear ye.
So there.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin.
Okay, next. Broncos versus the Giants.
Chris? Oh, no, wait. I take that back. I hate the Broncos. Sorry.
Well,
I can't.
Listen, the Broncos are a big rivalry for the Raiders. So
it may be a rivalry on the Raiders side, but I don't think the Broncos really care.
Again, I will say shut up and damn you, Dixon. All right. I am going to go with the Broncos. Why? Because Peyton Manning says so.
What? Okay. I can deal with that. Laura?
Anything but Broncos. ABB.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's pretty easy. Giants are in New York, so number one TV market.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're like number one, right?
Yeah. Actually, L.A. may be number one.
So the question is...
New York's number one.
The question is, for you, Mr. Dixon, are there any two cities that tie?
No.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. Next on the list, Jaguars versus the Raiders.
Well, duh. You can't see Florida. I'm
What?
Two blondes are talking. They're looking up at the moon. One says to the other, "What do you think's farther, Florida or the moon?" The other one says, "Well, duh, you can't see Florida." So, I am going to...
That was actually very funny.
I am going...
And I don't think I've ever said that to you.
Right. I am going to go with the Raiders, of course.
Of course. Laura? Jaguars just to piss him off?
Chris?
Oh.
I'm waiting for him to respond.
Wait. Let her talk to her bookie first.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to respond. Apparently he's typing and driving, so it takes him a moment.
Damn it. Don't crash.
Please.
Laura needs you for her picks.
Yes.
I'm suggesting talk to text.
You still got to fix that stuff all the time, though.
Or it just comes out really funny looking.
Yeah.
Like every time I type Gavin's name, it changes it to Gain. Or if I say Gavin, it types Gain. I don't know why.
Okay, while we're waiting on him, next game.
Raiders.
Oh, Raiders, okay.
Sorry.
Thanks for messing things up.
Chris Davis, you are the man. You are the man, sir. Thank you.
And as much as it pains me to say it, Oakland is a much larger TV market
Yes.
than Jacksonville. So
We're all going to go down in flames.
all going for the Raiders, which means we can just mark through that one. 'Cause it's not going to happen.
But you know what? Seriously, folks, we are right on schedule.
As usual.
Yep.
Yes.
0-2. Okay, next one. 49ers versus the Seahawks.
Seeing how my mom is back in the great state of North Carolina, don't know if she's listening. I'm going to go with Seahawks.
Christopher?
Christopher.
Joke doesn't work.
.com.
I'm sorry, which one did you say? Chuck?
Me, I said Seahawks. Yes.
Okay.
Did you get a snake stuck in there?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
No Matthew Ponder.
Niners.
Okay.
I could just see him at his keyboard now waiting to pounce for that team.
The final one, while we're waiting on Chris for this one, Steelers versus the Bengals.
Steelers.
Yeah, I knew that one. I went ahead and typed it in.
See?
Chuck? Steelers versus the Bengals.
Bengals are tough, man. They're a tough team. So I'm going to go with the Bengals.
They're tough to watch.
Shut up.
I don't even know. I have no idea.
It's not sending fast enough.
And the amount of time it took you to type that, you could have typed who I should pick.
She's got a point there, Chris.
I love you, Chris.
Hey, listen, while we're waiting, go to @Ninja Troll.
Oh, Chris says 49ers.
49ers. Niners.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Okay, so.
Okay, what is the Thursday night game?
For next week?
Yeah.
There may not be one. Let me look. Hang on. Week 3. Yes, there is a Thursday night game. It's the Chiefs versus the Eagles.
Chiefs versus the Eagles. Okay. I will have to find somebody with the NFL Network and go and watch.
Should we go ahead and pick that one too?
Yes.
Since we'll be...
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Chiefs versus the Eagles, but I don't know what I'm going to do to pick next week's games. So I'll stick with this pattern for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Chiefs versus Eagles. What you pick?
Chiefs.
Laura.
Christopher.
Chris. It'll be Eagles for me because Philadelphia, larger TV market, much larger than Kansas City.
Yes, and we will have to do this. We will have to keep doing this because
is there a Thursday night game the whole season?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
He is saying the earless.
I believe that would be Eagles.
I think that would be Eagles. Yes. We're gonna venture a guess that that's going to be the Eagles.
Listen,
don't pick on my bookie.
Don't hate. Okay.
He says he's going to go with the earless, assuming they don't kill Vic this week. LOL.
Dog will get it because I let him out. Okay, so Chuck is going to go with the Bills, the Ravens, the Vikings, Cowboys, Redskins, Titans, Dolphins, Chargers, Falcons, Lions, Buccaneers. I'm not reading all these. That's stupid. It's a bad idea. Okay, so we've got all our picks set, and we'll see if the picking by TV market does well for me.
All right, and of course, folks, if you disagree with our picks,
and you probably do.
You probably. All you have to do, if we are messing with the feng shui on your fantasy league and all that, and you think that we're throwing a mojo in the works, why don't you send us a message at ninjatrollshow.com. They have a link there that you can send us all something, and you can let us know, hey, your picks suck or whatever. Even though I've got 9, I am 3 ahead.
You did well.
3 ahead. I am 3 ahead of Mr. Dixon and 4 ahead of Laura. That's the way that it stands right now. I will keep up with that, and we will.
Technically, you got the Thursday night game too.
Yes.
So you got 10.
Yes, you did chuck up the Eagles there, Chris Davis. All right. So,
and if you've got an idea for another way I can pick my teams, feel free to let me know.
Yes, you can do that here tonight in the chat room with us. Or you can send us a message at ninjatrollshow.com.
Mm-hmm. Through the contact us tab.
Yes. And there you go. Talk about the Twitter, Laura.
The Twitter?
Yes.
Gracious. You can find us and follow us on Twitter.
Ding, 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 ding.
Really?
Already then.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm excited. I got the first one of the night.
Yeah. So go to Twitter, and you can find us via @NinjaTrollShow.
Yes.
I have late breaking news.
Okay.
What's that?
I just realized that I hadn't highlighted the winners of the Monday night games from last week. We all picked Redskins, and they got beat.
Yeah.
Chargers and the Texans, you both picked the Chargers, and I picked the Texans. So I picked up another win there.
So you are
I'm at 7.
All right. There you go. I will write that down in the book.
So there.
7. So keep up to date with what's going on with the NFL as per the Ninja Troll. Tune us in every week until football season.
Distorted view.
Yes, there you go. All right. We've got a whole lot of fun coming up. Tim, what we got?
Coming up after this, we're going to talk about the weirdest types of new cosmetic surgeries. And a little bit later, we're going to have all the craziness in the celebrity circus.
All right. You want to keep it right here on the Ninja Troll Digicast. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Louis Black, and I'm a big supporter of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and its mission to cure CF. People ask me, Louis, what's your personal connection to CF anyway? Well, I don't have one. I'm just passionate about finding a cure. Every year, thousands of people participate in Great Stride, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's national walk to raise funds for CF. We spend hours wandering around for no reason. Why not walk to save lives? I'm not asking you to run, because I wouldn't ask you to do anything I wouldn't do. And actually, I don't do much walking, because after a long day of yelling and screaming about stuff, I have to lie down and rest up for the next day of yelling and screaming. Don't make me yell and scream more than I have to. Just walk with us. As a matter of fact, walk over to your computer right now and visit cff.org and sign up for Great Strides today. You'll make a difference. Support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and help make CF stand for Cure Found.
And we're back.
Ninja Talk. Welcome back to the Ninja Troll Digicast right here on Spreaker.com.
You know what?
Don't you jump the gun.
That is like every conversation that I have here in the house.
As soon as you start to talk,
here she
KK
comes.
jumps in.
Here she comes. Yes. So, hey, listen, we have a suggestion just in for Chris Davis. By the way, this is the Ninja Troll Digicast, the only podcast with a kick. Thank you for joining us. Chris Davis has suggested look up the team's salaries, Tim.
Oh. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a very good idea. That's a very good idea.
I'll write that down.
I think.
No.
That's what I think.
I disagree.
Here.
No.
Yeah, there it is again.
Yes.
You took
All
the bill
right.
all night.
Yep.
So.
That's about the last time you heard that.
We have found something that I thought was very, very interesting.
Notice he's ignoring me. Yes.
It's hard to... Happy Friday the 13th to everybody out there. Let's take a look at 9 of the weirdest plastic surgeries.
Only 9, because 10 would be too weird.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And I think that I will start out with it. Number 9, limb lengthening. A man in New York has grown over 6 inches through painful limb lengthening surgeries intended to artificially increase his height, while the reason behind apotheosis...
Dude.
Yes. His pseudonym, that's what he calls himself. Undergoing surgery might be cosmetic. There are, in fact, numerous patients suffering from dwarfism or deformities who are currently going through the process of surgically lengthening their limbs.
That is extremely odd.
I think that I need to have that surgery.
Now, is it just for legs, or can you do it to your arms, too?
Let's see. The rare procedure is performed by only a few doctors in the United States. It costs roughly $85,000. Painful, time-consuming, and expensive are just a few words to describe this incredible surgery, which has assisted those like this man and many more to achieve a height beyond that which they were otherwise destined to have. So
you read all that, and you still didn't answer my damn question.
Well, from the looks of it, I'm going to go with what is here on this picture. I'm saying that the legs. It is for the legs.
Now, I think it'd be kind of cool to do it on your arms.
Oh, yeah. You can have them knuckle draggers.
Go, gadget arms.
All right, Laura, what have you got?
Number 8 is dimple creation, something KK doesn't need. We can't all be born with dimples like Jennifer Gardner and Mario Lopez or Michaela Davis, but some plastic surgeons are creating them. Really,
You okay?
Chuck?
Go ahead.
No, that was Chuck.
Chuck fell down.
Yeah, again. To create a dimple, a small painless incision is made in the inside of the cheek. There is no incision or scar on the outside skin. A small absorbable suture is passed through the inside of the cheek and catches the undersurface of the skin where the dimple is desired. When the suture...
Crack it open, a cold one.
Even went to the other side of the kitchen to do that.
I did.
Imagine that.
I can still hear a beer being opened. No matter where you are.
Let's see. When the suture is tied, it causes a dimpling in the overlying skin.
I had that done to my ass.
You would.
I saw a dimple on my face, and I realized it was cellulite.
Oh, no, I have that on my rear end, yes. Sad to say, it's true.
All right, number 7. Asian double eyelid surgery. South Korean women have become so immersed in Western celebrity culture that double eyelid surgery, which creates the Caucasian crease many Asian women don't naturally have, has become as common as going to the dentist. Overtaking Brazil as plastic surgery capital of the world, South Korea now has the highest number of surgeries performed per capita. You know what? I need to get that surgery done, and that way I can have some of them anime eyes.
Yeah. Okay, but if you look at the two pictures, you know, the before and after of this little girl.
Yeah.
Or, well, okay, well, she looks like a little girl. There's really not a whole lot of difference. Her eyes are slightly wider. Slightly.
Well, anyway, go ahead.
Shut up, Chuck.
I'm just saying that doctor needs some of that surgery. But anyway.
Well, it's like Julie Chen. She had that surgery.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she released a picture not long ago that she was concerned with her career not going anywhere. She was concerned that she looked too Asian. So she had that surgery, and looking at the pictures, apparently a nose job at the same time. And she said that after that, her career took off.
Wow.
And she's just now admitting it after, she's kind of, she's far enough in her career now that she feels like she can admit it. But she said there's still parts of her family that do not talk to her because of that.
Wow.
And she said, screw all y'all, I'm going to the bank.
Pretty much. All right, so number 6 is the mouth corner lift.
Like the Joker?
Yes.
Sort of. Let's see. Cosmetic procedure is ideal for patients with sagging or asymmetric mouth corners or people who are not confident with their smiles. So basically what they do is they take the corner of your mouth and they lift it. But one of the girls in the picture looks like she's got a cat mouth now. Because where, not that cute, where the corners of her mouth are, they actually look like it's cut into her lip and then up into her face. looks quite unattractive, in my opinion.
Number 5, poker face Botox. Wow. Who knew Lady Gaga had her own line of Botox? Would you like to have an emotionless face devoid of expression? If you're a professional poker player, that answer would be yes.
I have that because I just don't care about anything.
That's why Dr. Jack Birdie of New York City offers a service that he calls Poker Talks. The procedure consists of injecting Botox appropriately so that the opponent doesn't get the message that the patient is angry, disappointed, or happy. It costs an average of $600 to $800 and lasts from 3 to 4 months.
So that's what I was about to say. Yeah, so it'll go away
eventually.
So it's not like it's not permanent. So
yes,
but you think about it. If you're a professional poker player, that could be very useful.
Yeah, I still say it's stupid.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I think if you get that poker face Botox, it leads to a bad romance. I'm just saying.
Oh, God. All right, number 4.
It led to a bad joke.
Exactly. Mustache implants.
Yes.
All right, now.
Long favored as a destination for the follically challenged for years, Turkey's...
I'm sorry, there's just something about follically challenged.
Yeah. Turkey's cosmetic surgeons have offered hair implants for those who are balding on top. Now, hair implants for the face are growing in popularity, with men from the Middle East, Europe, and Asia going to Istanbul seeking a viral addition to the upper lip.
Where do they take the hair from?
It says the procedure uses a technique called follicle hair extraction, in which doctors remove clusters of hair from more hairy areas of the body and implant them along the lip or cheek to magnify a mustache or beef up a beard. It does not say where exactly.
Sounds like ass hair to me.
It doesn't say where exactly they take the hair from. It's just a furrier part of the body.
Well,
smells horrible.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. What is that smell, man? It's terrible at your upper lip.
That's my mustache.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Number 3, foot facelifts. Cosmetic surgery has entered the realm of feet as well. Dr. Oliver Zong, the director of surgery at NYC's Foot Care, specializes in elective foot surgery, including the reduction of fat toes. However, Zong also performs what he calls foot facelifts, which is surgery that includes the shortening of toes to make the feet more narrow and enhance the appearance. I'm sorry, that just is not going to happen. Whether you take
my foot to your facelift.
Look, all I'm saying is, folks, feet are ugly. Feet
you got hammer toes? Dude can take care of them.
Basically.
Stop. Hammer toes.
Hammer toes.
Dun, 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 dun,
all right, Laura.
The number 2 is iris color surgery.
Oh, my gosh.
Apparently Chuck thinks it's very creepy.
It is creepy.
Pioneered by Dr. Kenneth Rosenthal as a way to correct various eye defects, the artificial iris implant procedure is now also being advertised as cosmetic surgery for people who want to permanently change the color of their eyes. The artificial iris is a thin, non-toxic prosthesis made of the same optometric grade silicone used in intraocular lenses. Since the fake iris is very flexible, it can be folded and inserted into the eye through a peripheral corneal surgical incision about 2.8 millimeters long, and then unfolded over the natural iris.
Ow.
Yeah, see? It sounds painful. It looks
extremely painful.
It looks painful. I don't want nobody messing with my eyes, you know. Get away from
that.
But
it looks really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So do contacts.
Yes.
Exactly.
See? There you go. There you go. All right. And finally, the number 1, palm line alteration. That's right. You heard me right. In Japan, where palm reading still is a very important or very popular means of fortune telling, some people have figured out a way to change their fate. It's a simple idea. Change your palm change the reading, and change your future. All you need is a competent plastic surgeon, of course that's always a plus, with an electric scalpel who has a basic knowledge of palmistry, and the procedure usually takes around 15 minutes, with between 5 to 10 lines being altered.
So if you don't like your girlfriend, you can have the surgery.
Listen, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that palm moderation. Anyway.
Is it hairy?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
There you go. And that is it. Hold on a second. Let me go back here. I wasn't able to read it. Let's see. Go Gadget Kneecaps. Chris Davis says, the image in my mind is Miss Swan. LOL. He's talking about the eyelids. And finally, Pew Beard.
Pub. I like to read it as Pub Beard.
I say Pew Beard. Does that change your fortune? Yes, it does.
Supposedly.
It does. Because you're broke. You're broke after
You're broke
paying for
afterwards,
surgery.
so
Yes.
yeah.
All right, so what have we got coming up, Tim?
Coming up, we're going to have the craziness of the celebrity circus, and right after this, we're going to have some crazy cinematic conspiracy theories.
All right, so you want to keep you want to keep it right here on the Ninja Troll Digicast. Where can they find us on Facebook, Tim?
Facebook.com/Ninja Troll Digicast.
All right, you want to keep it right here. We are the only podcast with a kick. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Louis Black, and I'm a big supporter of...
She looked like trouble when she came in my office. She was a tall, good-looking dame, but she had a problem. Someone had done her wrong.
Please, you must help me. I don't know where else to turn.
Turns out that hummingbird tattoo she had gone in to get ended up more like a buzzard. Now she didn't know what to do. It was no surprise to me. It's something I see all the time in my line of work. The name's Marks. Shaky Marks, tattoo detective. Good thing this was an easy case to solve. I told her the only way to be happy was to go to Eternal Arts Tattoos at 1851 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. They can fix that hummingbird right up and handle any other body modification needs you have.
Thank you, detective. I don't know how I'll ever repay you.
A gift card to Eternal Arts Tattoos would be a great way to start, sweetheart. They have gift cards for both tattoos and dermals. Give them a call at 704-476-0093 and make an appointment. Remember, sweetheart, it's Eternal Arts Tattoos. Don't let bad ink happen to good people.
Konnichiwa. Domo arigato. Ninja Troll.
Oh, yeah. My sister's calling me on the phone.
The Emperor's coming in.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along.
This is the podcast that you were looking
Absolutely. Stay right here.
for. See what I did there?
But if you're looking for droids, we don't have any here. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah,
I wish I did.
I've got a phone, an Android, so it's still a droid.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of.
All
That's
right.
not the one you're looking for.
Yes, that's right. And this is the defenders of all things pop culture. We are the Ninja Troll Digicast. Thank you for joining us tonight. Again, let me recommend you going to the cartoon bubble at the right-hand side of your screen, at the right-hand bottom side of the screen. Click on that.
Right bottom.
Yes. Click on that, and it will bring you into the conversation. So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about some of the celebrity conspiracies. Tim?
Yes?
What have you got there, buddy?
I don't have anything.
Oh, you don't have anything? Well, that's all right. Here, let me do this, just like so. There you go.
I got a really scary-looking picture of Randy Quaid.
Yes, and he starts us off. Randy Quaid and the Star Whackers. The Hollywood Star Whackers are dangerous killers at the center of Hollywood's most evil conspiracy, at least according to Randy Quaid. The Golden Globe winning actor and his wife, Evie, claim they're an evil organization out to murder Hollywood stars. Quaid claims that the Whackers have knocked off Michael Jackson, David Carradine, Heath Ledger, and Chris Penn.
If they're out to murder stars, Randy Quaid has nothing to worry about.
He says they've also framed Mel Gibson and Robert Blake, renowned superstar. And they might be after Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan, and the Quaids are next. Eventually, evidently, Hollywood producers are sick of paying their actors exorbitant amounts.
Exuberant.
Yeah, that too. Sums of money. So they hired the whackers to take out the A-listers. Okay, Randy Quaid, get over yourself. That way, they can use unknowns and won't have to fork over millions of dollars.
Randy Quaid, you're an idiot.
Nuts. Yes. Number 9 is the Clark Gable cover-up. During the 1930s and 40s, Clark Gable was the king of Hollywood.
Yes.
As one of MGM's top leading men, Gable won an Oscar for his performance in It Happened One Night and achieved immortality in Gone with Wind. However, despite his big screen success, Gable was a heavy drinker. Probably...
Yeah, not despite.
I was going to say, yeah.
Because of.
Exactly. After an all-night bender in 1942, he found his car wrapped around a tree on Sunset Boulevard. Fortunately for Gable, MGM representatives showed up before the reporters did, and they were able to whisk him off to a hospital where he sobered up. Hoping to save face, MGM told the press that Gable had been forced
Put his ass in the tank.
had been forced off the road by another car. No one really believed them, and people began whispering about what really happened that night. The craziest theory was that a drunken Gable had run over some unlucky woman. Yeah. Obviously, MGM didn't want its big star going to prison for manslaughter, so the head of the studio, Louis B. Mayer, made a deal with a lower-level MGM executive. If the executive took the fall for the woman's death, he'd have a job at MGM for the rest of his life and get a very nice raise. According to the story, the exec served a year behind bars, and Gable went on acting.
And next, Earl Flynn was a Nazi spy.
Earl Flynn. It's Errol.
Earl Flynn, that's what I said. Oh, God. Errol Flynn was
Make
Hollywood's
everything
favorite.
redneck, don't you?
Yes. Errol Flynn was Hollywood's favorite swashbuckler, famous for films like The Adventures of Robin Hood, as well as his wild lifestyle. Born an Australian, Flynn became a naturalized American citizen on the eve of World War II, but when he tried to join the military, he was turned down because of his weak heart. So instead of fighting anti-fascist Flynn made World War II movies such as Objective Burma and Desperate Journey. So he kind of got to live it out. However, biographer Chris Hyam, questions Flynn's patriotism. In fact, he claims that Flynn was actually a Nazi spy. Hyam points to Flynn's friendship with a Nazi doctor, Herman Urban, as proof. He also unearthed a letter Flynn sent to Urban in which the actor used the phrase slimy Jews. Hyam went on to claim that Flynn had a secret meeting with Hitler, used his fame to spy on German communists, and filmed his 1941 movie Dive Bomber on a California naval base so the Japanese could have a look at American defenses.
Because nobody would get a better look at defenses than a movie star.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's stupid. I want this next one.
Okay.
Snow White is about cocaine.
Woohoo!
Cocaine, Jack.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's right. It intensifies your personality, according to Bill Cosby. The Walt Disney Company has been the center of countless conspiracy theories, most of them about sexualizing children. However, some claim Uncle Walt also wanted to teach kids about doing blow, and that he intended Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to be a timeless classic about cocaine. The biggest piece of evidence supporting this theory is the character's name. Snow White is slang for cocaine, and the dwarf's names supposedly represent the different stages of addiction. First, users are happy, then they start sneezing, eventually they get sleepy, and then they feel depressed or bashful. Then users will act dopey, and eventually they'll need to see a doc.
Wow. Wow.
That is the best one. Oh, man.
Laura?
Let's see. Bruce and Brandon Lee were murdered. Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
Bruce Lee was the most iconic artist in cinematic history. Sorry, read that wrong. But anyways, he died of a cerebral edema when he was 32. In a sad twist of fate, he passed away right before his movie Enter the Dragon became an international hit. 20 years later, his son Brandon died while filming The Crow. During a key scene, he was accidentally shot and killed by a fragment of a dummy round that had been lodged in the barrel of a prop gun. So, since one
Both
of them
are tragedies.
Yes,
well, I was
they
to say, since one of them was a fighter for life, and let's face it, it tends to cause head injuries and other various and sundry things, and the other one died in a freak accident.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Well,
it's
of course, people are gonna. I mean, a lot of people said that the mob killed Bruce Lee, and like because the triads were all wrapped up in the Hong Kong film industry.
Yeah.
And they claimed that the triads killed him because he was going to leave and go to Hollywood and start making movies. But he also would try a whole lot of weird workout regimens.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that he was in incredible shape, but stuff you do messes with your body. So
y'all both are crazy. It's the Star Whackers.
The Star Whackers did it.
All right, number 5. The Dark Knight Rises is very dark. The Dark Knight Rises will always be linked to the tragic shooting in Aurora, Colorado. However, some conspiracy theorists claim that Christopher Nolan's third and final Batman movie actually foreshadows James Holmes' murderous rampage as well as the Sandy Hook shooting. 3 days after Adam Lanza's shooting spree, YouTube conspiracy theorist Dabu7 uploaded a video claiming that signs of a government conspiracy were hidden in The Dark Knight Rises. According to Dabu7, there's a skyscraper in the film bearing a sign that reads Aurora. Later on, Commissioner Gordon, played by Gary Oldman, is looking at a map of Gotham, and at the bottom left corner of the map are the words Sandy Hook. So, what's going on here?
Nothing.
According to Alex Jones' website InfoWars, The Dark Knight Rises was meant to precondition audiences to these massacres, and the shootings themselves were actually ritual sacrifices.
You're a ritual idiot.
Hey, I'm just reading, man. That's all
I'm not
doing.
talking to you. I'm talking to Dumbass 7 that's on YouTube.
Dumbass 7. Hey, Tim, I think you need to take this next one.
The Patriot is a right-wing warning. Most cinematic conspiracy theories deal with hidden Illuminati messages or satanic subtext. But Uro Dalbenko, now I see why you wanted me to read it, author of Hoodwinked, Watching Movies with Eyes Wide Open, has that was a really bad movie, Eyes Wide Open, has a very different interpretation of the Patriot. Instead of claiming that Roland Emmerich's 2000 war epic contains some sort of evil code, he believes it's actually a warning straight from Mel Gibson to Big Brother.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! The Patriot revolves around Gibson's Benjamin Martin, a peaceful man who finds himself drawn into the American Revolution after British troops murder his son. Armed with a musket and a hatchet, Martin launches a campaign of guerrilla warfare against the Redcoats. According to Dalbenko, Martin's war against the British Army depicts what will happen if the government ever tries to disarm the American people. He also claims that when British troops murder innocent Americans, it's symbolic of tragedies such as the Waco siege. Evidently, the Patriot is a warning shot declaring that the American people won't sit by and let the Illuminati take over. As Mel Gibson said in some other movie, you can take away their lives, but you'll never take their freedom!
Laura?
All right. So
That's commitment to the story.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. So number 3 is actually one of my favorite movies that they're circling this around. And that is that The Labyrinth is about mind control.
It's about drugs.
Yeah. It's well known that from
It's about
1953 to 1975, the American government experimented with mind control through its notorious MK Ultra project. If they've done it once, then they might do it again. Enter Monarch Programming. Named after the metamorphosis of a butterfly, Monarch Programming is supposedly used to create brainwashed slaves. By using extreme torture methods, secret agencies can create sleeper agents like Saran. But the torture isn't just physical. Conspiracy theorists claim that handlers use movies to screw with their slaves' minds. Movies like The Labyrinth. Labyrinth follows a young girl named Sarah, who navigates through a dangerous labyrinth in order to rescue her baby brother from the clutches of Jareth the Goblin King. According to conspiracy theorists, Sarah's kidnapped brother represents her core persona, which is controlled by her handler. Her quest through the labyrinth thus symbolizes her programming. Along the way, Sarah goes through traumatic episodes designed to break her will. She meets the Fire Gang, a band of monsters who want to rip her head off. This symbolizes the slave's disassociation from reality. Later, she must go through the Bog of Stench. Yes. Bog of Eternal Stench, pardon me. A smelly swamp that obviously represents the torture technique of dunking slaves in feces.
Oh.
Finally, after eating an enchanted peach, which represents drugs, she imagines herself in a masquerade ball, which they are connecting to the Illuminati, which she can only escape after shattering a mirror, a symbol of her fractured personality.
Ah, man, there you go. 2 more left, folks.
Wait a minute. We're running out of time. Let's just do the number 1.
Okay. Well, first, before we do that, Tim, the reason I had you read that about the Patriot was I wanted to see if you'd cry. Number 1, The Shining.
Now that I know it's all a warning.
The Shining is about the Apollo 11 moon landing. Some folks say that Stanley Kubrick's The Shining is about a lot more than just a guy and with bad parroting skills. Some claims it's really about the Holocaust, while others say that Jack Torrance, or Jack Nicholson, a.k.a. Jack Nicholson, is really a minotaur. However, the crazy theory comes from the mind of Jay Widener. According to Mr. Widener, The Shining is really about how Stanley Kubrick faked the Apollo moon landings. It's a conspiracy theory about a conspiracy theory. So it's an enigma. Made up by an idiot. Inside of an enigma that was invented by an idiot, according to Tim Dixon.
Yep.
And there we give you 9 of the crazy cinematic conspiracies. So what have we got coming up next, Tim?
Coming up after this is the Celebrity Circus.
All right, so you want to keep it right here on the Ninja Troll Digicast. Don't go anywhere. We are the defenders of all things pop culture. Tell them where to find us online, Laura.
NinjaTrollShow.com.
All right, we'll be right back right after this.
This is John Mayer for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. On stage, it's fun to push the limits and see where it takes me. Off stage, it's a different story. Get behind the wheel of a car after you've been drinking and you risk causing a crash, hurting, or even killing someone. When you're enjoying a few drinks, know your limit and don't push it. Plan ahead and give up the keys. You'll make it a safer weekend for everyone.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Ninja Troll Digicast.
Oh, yeah. One of my all-time favorite sci-fi shows from back in the day. This is the Ninja Troll Digicast, the only podcast with a kick. Thank you for joining us tonight. And once again, it just makes your Fridays complete. All right there, Mr. Mojo D, a.k.a. Pin Snatcher. What you got for the Celebrity Circus? Hooray, hooray, hooray. Step right up. It's time for the Celebrity Circus. And now, here's your ringmaster, Timmy D.
All right, first in the Celebrity Circus, Nicki Minaj is getting sued. Rapper and American Idol irritant Nicki Minaj is being sued. Electronic dance artist Clive Tanaka is suing Minaj over her song Starships.
Minaj. Go ahead.
Minaj Tanaka.
Yes, go ahead.
Actually, I like Tanaka Minaj. That's a good name. Anyway, he's suing over her song Starships, which he says is a ripoff of his 2011 song New Chicago. Well, she already stole Fran Drescher's voice, so why not steal music too?
There you go.
He don't want to sue her because she'll make him a star.
Ugh. Yeesh. All right, next.
I wasn't gonna run from the cops, but I was high. I'm serious, man.
Justin Bieber is flying high. Justin Bieber and his group of hangers-on have joined the Mile High Club. They showed up at the airport recently for their private jet flight and had apparently been sparking it up in the SUV on the way over. Exactly. Their pilot reported that when the SUV rolled up on the tarmac, it was like something straight out of a Cheech and Chong movie. Quote, when the doors opened on the tarmac, smoke billowed out. I almost had to put on an oxygen mask. The Biebs didn't roll one up during the flight, but did seem, quote, baked out of his mind, according to the pilot, even forgetting what he was paying for when it came time to pay for the flight. By the way, the cost for the flight, $60,000.
Jeez.
It's good to be the Biebs. Yeah.
Or bad, depending on if you're his accountant or not.
Hey, the accountant's getting paid too, so.
Yeah, but imagine having to try and figure out what all those receipts are for when they're all balled up and half burnt.
He rolls them up.
Yeah, he uses them as paper.
All right, next, Dr. Evil henchman guilty of murder. Yeah. One of Dr. Evil's dastardly henchmen is finally being brought to justice for his crimes. Joseph Son played Dr. Evil's deranged handyman Random Task in the first Austin Powers movie and was already serving life in prison for torturing and raping a woman. Now he is accused in the beating death of his cellmate. If the evidence shows that the damage was done by a shoe, it should be an open and shut case.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Next, Slobber Knocker No More. Legendary WWE announcer Jim Ross has announced that he will be hanging up the old headset and will officially retire from calling the action at ringside. Ross was the voice of the WWE for over 2 decades and is believed by many, including this reporter, to be the best play-by-play man to ever call a match. Although he had not been on a regular basis, had been calling matches on a regular basis for quite some time, he was brought in occasionally to call special matches, many times at WrestleMania. Over the years, JR has given many classic moments in wrestling history and will be missed. There's no joke there. I just wanted to read the story because JR is awesome and I can play this.
Oh my God.
And now that's recorded. I'm sure I'll play it again.
Yes. His face is a proverbial crimson mask.
That's right. Well, that came from Gordon Solly. So.
Oh, okay.
Next, the cowboy from the Village People is getting married.
Aww.
Randy Jones, the cowboy from the Village People, will be getting married this weekend to his partner, Will Greca.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
He's gay?
A member of the Village People is
Imagine
gay?
that.
Who would have called that?
I know, right?
And guess where the reception is?
Tim's doing some premature duct taping.
That's right, yeah. That happens when
From
you get
the windows to the walls.
Next, Kimbo Slice wants to fight Butterbean.
Wow.
Kimbo Slice, the online street fight king turned MMA flash in the pan, says now that he wants to take on the king of the 4-rounders, Butterbean. Butterbean, who is now 47 years old, hasn't won a sanctioned match since 2007, but is usually pretty game to fight anybody anywhere as long as there's a check involved. So we may have a good chance of seeing this, and I actually really wouldn't mind seeing it. It definitely won't be a technical masterpiece like when Bean knocked out Johnny Knoxville in department store boxing in the movie Jackass.
Yeah,
but it could be fun, and we'll probably hear this afterwards.
You got knocked up.
And finally, Pippi Longstocking will be coming into your town after all. This just in from the I Told You So file. Tammy Aaron is now saying that she is willing to sell her sex tape to the highest bidder. The star of The Adventures of Pippi Longstocking claimed that she was furious when word of the sex tape came out and that it would never see the light of day. She has now reversed her course, saying that she believed that her boyfriend was going to release it anyway, so she wants to beat him to the punch and make major bank in the process. And that, boys and girls, is what you call creative marketing.
That's right.
And that's a look at the celebrity circus.
Hey, Matthew Ponder, did you get your invitation to the wedding? At the YMCA? Yes!
Who's doing the letters?
Me.
Everybody should be.
And listen, to see me do the letters and twerk is just absolutely beyond comprehension.
Frightening.
It's beyond
twerk.
Comprehension. All right, so what do we got coming up next, Tim?
Coming up after this is This Week in History and our birthday guessing game.
All right, and the duct tape's right around the corner. Don't go anywhere.
The stars are going to shine September 28th on Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's Fan Fest Extravaganza. CWCW Shane Douglas, NWA Legends, The Rock and Roll Express and Jimmy Valiant, ECW's Tommy Dreamer, Impact Wrestling's Gunner and Crimson, along with WWE superstars Gangrel and the Hurricane, just to name a few. East Henderson High School and Hendersonville will never be the same again. Go to www.hvwforlife.net now to take advantage of the various locations in the gym or the VIP passes. Proceeds go to start the Jackie Chandler Prater Foundation to assist families with special needs kids. It's Fan Fest Extravaganza, September 28th, with a meet and greet starting at 3 p.m. and all of the mayhem starting at 6. This is the biggest wrestling show in the history of Western North Carolina, fighting for families with special needs kids. It's Fan Fest Extravaganza. Be there.
Welcome back to the Ninja Troll Digicast.
And now for something completely different.
And it is the Ninja Troll Digicast, heard right here on Spreaker.com. Thank you, Eric Idle, for being loud. We are the only podcast with a kick. Thank you for joining us. Now, listen, a little bit of a reminder about that. Go over to hvwforlife.org. There you will get a complete rundown of who's going to be there. And what you can do also is you can meet everyone from the Ninja Troll. Mm-hmm. We're all going to be there. With this
I was about to say, who's going to be there?
Yeah, we're going to be there. But some of the matches that you will see, let's see, there is an 8-man tag team match between...
8 guys?
Yes.
Imagine that.
John Malice, Gangrel... hold on. I'm going there now. He looks
at me like I'm supposed to remember.
I'm going there now.
Don't tell me you forgot.
Well, listen, I do all these things, and yes, sometimes I forget. But here it is. Here is some of the action that you will see. In the main event, it is going to be HVW's very own Viper and the standard Ty Davis with their partners Doc, a.k.a. Luke Gallows, and D'Lo Brown from TNA.
You better recognize.
And opposing them will be the Juggernaut John Malice, Gangrel, Tommy Dreamer, and Al Snow. Some of the other action you have is
what does everybody want?
Yes. Some of the other action you will see tag team match between the Southern Savior, John Schuyler, and Crimson taking on Gunner from TNA, and Anthony Henry. Anthony Henry's a really good guy. Really good guy. Also, other matches that you will see, you are going to see luchador action as the Laredo Kid and Super Parka take on... Well, wait a minute. They take on I'm lost. They will be in a four-way match.
Follow the light, Chuck. Yes. Follow the light.
They will be taking on
It's a train.
Superlaw and James Drake from HVW. You're also going to see Legends matches. You got a tag team match between Bryce Anthony and Mike Madden, and their respective partners will be George South being in the corner of Mike Madden and Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant
Hey, baby.
In the corner of Bryce Anthony. You'll see Chris Masters taking on Brady Pierce. The Hurricane Helms is going to be there. And just a whole lot more. So you definitely want to be there. September 28th, East Henderson High School in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Go to the website there, hvwforlife.org, and you can order your VIP passes where you will be able to meet all of your stars, your favorite stars there, as well as get you a extravaganza t-shirt. So, and you can also get general admission, so if you just want to see the show, you can do that too. Mm-hmm. Again, the website, hvwforlife4.org. Please go by there. Mm-hmm. Get your tickets today.
The important thing to take out of all those names that were announced and all the guys that are going to be there, the important thing is to remember is we'll be there.
Yes, the Ninja Troll will be on location.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be great to meet Al Snow and D-Lo and Doc. And yes, so what? The Ninja Troll's going to be there.
Yes, Tim is going to be running commentary.
Yes, I will be doing play-by-play commentary for the DVD, which will be available for purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I will be doing...
ring announcing?
Actually, you'll be there with me.
I will be ring announcing, and I will be giving responses to Tim as to some of the action that I see there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he will be joining me on for a color commentary.
Yes.
And then
which that should be a hoot and a half right there.
It's going to be colorfully colorful.
You got that right.
It's going to pop.
And, well, that's what you got to make it do. You got to make it pop.
That's right.
There you go, Viper.
And I will be doing the photography.
Yes, yes. So, make plans to attend the show. Go by the website. Order your tickets.
Let's face it, what else you doing?
And it'll be like boom, 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 baby.
And Chris says he'll wrestle, but only if you will manage him.
Or
excuse me, only if I am righteous will manage him.
Oh, well, we'll have to talk about that. I'll do it all. It don't matter. I'll do it all. So, all right, Tim. It is that time, that very special time for the show where we reflect.
No, we don't reflect.
Into
we look forward.
Who's older.
Into the future.
Yes, we look into the future.
This week or next week in history. I still haven't decided what we should call it.
That's what we should call it. Great
Speaking of that, tomorrow is Francis Scott Key Day. How's that for a segue? Take that. Suck it.
I was like, wait a minute. What does Francis Scott Key got to do with Christopher Lloyd?
He said Key. Great Scott. I don't know what he said, but he said
Great
something.
Scott. He said
Scott.
Great. Here.
I'm looking at the wrong thing now. There we go.
Wow.
See?
Good times. Good times.
My ESPN's kicking in.
That's right. Okay. Sunday the 15th is National Felt Hat Day.
Ooh.
Laura,
I need me a felt hat.
I need one of those so I can celebrate.
I think the closest I have is crushed velvet.
Oh,
we
nasty.
Rock velvet.
Nasty. No, I don't rock velvet.
Rock the velvet.
No.
You clothe yourself in velvet.
Inside out.
Dude. That's just wrong.
Yeah, I just don't deal with that whole velvet thing. Yeah, it's like...
No. What is this, velvet? This is beautiful.
Just don't let me touch it.
Okay, Monday is Play-Doh Day. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
Tuesday, the 17th, in 1787, the U.S. Constitution was adopted. I didn't know it was adopted.
I didn't know.
I didn't either. Who knew it was orphaned?
It was an orphan, yeah. The 18th, Wednesday, is Lance Armstrong birthday. So
you can juice.
If you want to celebrate a big fat cheater,
get out your steroids and have at it.
Jack him up. The 19th, International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I'm starting early.
Which actually Krispy Kreme has this big thing that they do. If you go into the store dressed as a pirate and you talk like a pirate, you get a free donut.
I want a donut.
That's worth it. I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next Friday, the 20th.
Make them walk the bear claw.
It's National Punch Day.
Now, wait a minute. Are we talking
Oh,
about
I celebrated early.
in the face celebration, or are we talking about the drink?
I would like to think it's
In the
the
face.
punch in the face. That's the way I wish to celebrate it.
Okay, well, I punched Chuck in the arm, so that works.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
How would you like a nice Hawaiian punch?
With a pineapple.
Aloha.
With a pineapple.
Yes, in the face.
In the
Yes.
face.
In the
Right in the
face. Square in the
face.
face.
So that's a look at next week in history. Or this week.
Yeah, coming up.
Something.
Yes.
This time in history.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Chris
Good
Davis,
thing
do you know what he
Thomas
means?
does.
I think he does.
All right, so now, listen, I have been practicing. I've been saying to myself, Dakota Fanning or Honey Boo Boo. Dakota Fanning.
Well, that's easy. Come
Yeah,
on.
see?
I'm not throwing you up a softball like that. Okay. Here's our when we go for celebrity birthdays, we try to decide who is older. So, who is older, Adam Sandler or Harry Connick Jr.?
Junior.
Harry Connick Jr.
Wrong. Hit it.
Really?
No. Adam Sandler is 47. Harry Connick Jr. is 46.
Wow. He looks older than that.
Well, it's not. It's not the quantity; it's the quality.
I heard you whisper my name.
Okay.
And Chris says he does know what you were talking about before.
What was that? I don't even know what I was talking about. What are you
He
talking
was
about?
talking about me.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about me.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Moving right along.
Okay. Okay. Who is older, Tyler Perry or Ludacris?
Tyler Perry.
Ludicrous.
Ludacris is 36 years old. Tyler Perry is 44.
Ooh, yeah.
I figured he was trying to trick us up there.
See? You never know with me. I'm a tricky devil.
Dakota Fanning.
Okay, next. Who is older, Michelle Williams or Jennifer Hudson?
Williams.
Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams is 33. Jennifer Hudson is 32.
Aha.
Ha-ha.
Huzzah.
Okay, next. Who is older, Brooke Burke or Ryan Philippe?
Burke.
Ryan Philippe.
Brooke Burke is 42 years old, and a hot 42 years old, too. And Ryan Philippe is 39.
Aha.
Dang it.
You lose.
I did lose
her.
Loser.
Next, who is older, Sam Neill or Joe Perry?
Joe Perry.
Neil.
Sam Neill is 66 years old. Joe Perry
He's
is
185.
63. It does not matter because he's still the coolest man on the planet.
I think I'm going to have to go with this, like, who lives in a bigger TV market is what I'm going to have to do. That's what I'm going to
Yeah,
Who lives
see?
in a bigger mansion?
Yeah.
Don't go with mascot fights because that doesn't work. TV markets, we still have yet to see if that works or not. But that is a look at our celebrity birthday. Who is older?
All right. And it is time now for that special moment on the show where we duct tape you. And basically what that is we give you a section of music that will stick with you, and you will be singing it forever and a day. You will wake up tomorrow, and it will still be there. It's time for the duct tape.
Here's some musical duct tape. Just one way that the melting pot likes to stick with you.
And I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look as to what happened here. Me and Tim link up the computers. Yes, as dirty as it sounds, it's not really that. Anyway, so at one point, to make the show work, we do this. And I'm seeing on Tim's computer screen that he has the song by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Thrift Shop. And I told him, I said, hands down, that's it. So here is this week's duct tape.
What?
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is awesome.
Now, walk into the club like, what up? I got a big I'm just pumped. I bought some fish from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty.
And there it is. The duct tape for this week is Macklemore and Ryan Lewis and Thrift Shop. Ladies and gentlemen, you have reached the final segment of the show. It is time for us to go around and tell everybody what we've learned. Laura?
Come back to me.
Tim?
What is it with you passing tonight?
I'm allowed.
Chris? What has she learned?
Yeah. You gotta ask Chris Davis what you learned.
Okay, fine. I learned that I have the best music out of all of us because I had the least amount of explaining to do.
Lost in the darkness.
You got some explaining to do.
Yeah, you really got some explaining to do.
I only had 2 explaining to do.
Tim?
Actually, I learned that Laura likes German operatic metal.
You didn't know that already?
Who doesn't like German operatic metal?
And here is what I've learned. I've learned 2 things on this show tonight.
That's a record.
Yes, yes. First and foremost, I learned that for last week, I am the king of football picks. And I have also learned that I really suck at the birthday game.
Yep.
Yeah, you did take it in the shorts there.
Yes, I did. As always. So that's going to do it for the stirring rendition of the Ninja Troll Radio Show, a.k.a. Fat Boy Radio. Not the radio show, the Digicast. Digicast. See,
something.
Fat Boy Digicast.
All right, folks. So, as for us here at the Ninja Troll Digicast, thanks for joining us tonight. We're up, we're out, and we're gone.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Ninja Troll Digicast on Spreaker.com. Tune in next time when you'll hear Chuck say,
"You're an idiot."
We'll see.
Wait a minute. He uses your line, and you're just, we'll see. I use your line, and I'm plagiarizing.
Yep.
Damn you, Dixon.
Now, you used his line.
Exactly.
Gracious.
Yeah, there we go. It's all come full circle now.
This is Ninja Troll Radio.
The revolution in
Digicast.
Don't go ninja, nobody don't need ninja.